Well, hello, folks. Well, here we are, back in the den of iniquity, and so it's a little cold outside, not real warm. Supposed to start raining after a while, so all that. But and of course, this is P.A.L.S Ride Channel, and we're gonna go. We're still riding. Um, I still, at this point in time, have not got all the video from our beloved friend, the Texan, and but and you're probably looking at this and saying, "Well, Matt, that don't look like nothing that goes on a motorcycle," and you are right. It is not. So I bought myself a sailboat. Um, so pals, we ride everything. We ride planes. We ride trains, we ride boats, we ride motorcycles. I've even rode a unicycle. Um, I've rode hang gliders, paragliders, skydiving parachutes. Let's see here. I've rode sleds, I've rode skis. I've not yet rode a snowmobile, and I'm aiming to take care of that. Um, but at any rate, so what we've got today is this is the P.A.L.S Ride boat building a new tiller handle. So what I have here is I had years ago I had cut a mahogany, or not a mahogany. We don't have mahogany here. I had cut a walnut years ago and took it down with me and Brent Duncan. He's got a tree service, and sometimes I work from him from time to time. But the old tiller handle was made out of mahogany, and it was just gone. It was totally destroyed. And they had it duct taped up. I made this tiller handle just a little bit longer, so you can see it's not huge. It's about 40 inches, something to that effect. And this is my rudder, and it's a mahogany rudder. And of course, it's got these strings on here that controls the kick up of the rudder. So if you want to pull the rudder up, you just pull the string, and it'll raise the rudder up. Or if you want to make sure it's down, you pull the string, and you can put. It's got these little locks on it that catches the string. It's got these little things right here. And so the string runs in that end, and then you just kind of fold it back on that, and it locks the string in place. So, and of course with the new, and what this is some alcohol on here. I was cleaning the grain out where I have cut it out, and this fits on here, and we've got to epoxy it on, or glue it on. So I was meaning to get some epoxy, but I didn't. I forgot it. And you may be saying, well, you got a darn candle. That's not going to hold it on. But the candle is for when I glue this thing up. And I don't know if you can tell it, but I've got it taped off right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the candle wax and I'm going to meld it in here and put some on these strings, on these lines. And then at the same time, I'm going to take a couple of dabs, and I'm going to melt into these holes, which these holes are cut like on a 45 degree. And I know you're saying, well, they're not straight. Well, they wasn't straight when they come out of this, so I had to make them match. So I'm going to fill those up with wax, not all the way up, but to where I can't get any glue into that. And I was going to epoxy this onto this, and so it's got a center I don't know if you call this a glut or what you call it, a spacer block or whatever. So it's got a center spacer block that's quite thick, and it's kind of damaged a little bit on the top. It wasn't. I don't know if they glued it on or not. It didn't seem like they had glued it on when I popped it off. I mean, it just I had a bunch of little staples and tacks in it, and this is like 10 times stronger than the tiller handle that was on it. It was just a 1/4 inch thick piece of mahogany and had a little side piece that run up. It was very thin. And this, is a little heavier, but I ain't like I'm holding it up anyhow. I mean, I'm, driving the boat with it. So, and I was seeing if I had any Type Bond 2, and I did have, but I don't think I'm going to use it because it got froze, and it's and I can't seem to find any up here. And I've done all kinds of wood projects in here, and I've got my big table saw in here, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm not going to take you through the whole process of what exactly, how this all goes. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to heat this up, put this wax in here on the string where the glue can't get on, take the tape off, glue this up, and I'm thinking about using, this is called Blue Hawk, and this is for floating floor. So basically, some of it's plywood, some of it's composite, like, it's almost like cardboard, just really dense cardboard. And this stuff glues up to either one that you have to tear it apart. So, yeah, I mean, and my thought is that, so I'm thinking I'm going to glue it on here, and then I'm going to put 2 screws in, pretty good size screws. I don't have to put big screws, but I've got, pretty good size screws. And suck that down on there, and yeah, I think that should probably do it. I also got this motor here, and this was this is a big trolling motor, and and basically this was on I think it would come off of a pontoon. So this come with the sailboat when I bought it. It don't have a gas motor on it, just a trolling motor. It's a 12-volt trolling motor, but the handle was really, well, I cut this much of the handle off of it, and it's a fiberglass tube. And then I had to, I had to take the wires loose, and I cut the wires, and I've got to do some soldering to solder my wires back into the clips, because I couldn't find any new clips at the electrical store. So I'll just unsolder the old ones and solder the new ones back in place. But and this is I'm pretty well done. I've done checked this out. It runs good. Right now this thing has got all the wire that was in it. That's why the handle won't slide back and forth. But the sailboats are really a small one. It's only a 16 foot. So shouldn't have a great big hard time with that. Then probably what I'm going to show you, maybe in a couple of weeks, I will show you I'll show you, when they get this fixed. Of course you'll see this. I could take it all back down. I mean, I could definitely take and do a glue up on this where it's got a crack in it and everything like that, but I don't think I'm going to. I just want to start sailing the boat, and this will be plenty. I mean, it's still plenty strong enough. I'm not taking it on the ocean. This is one that I'm going to sail on a lake, and so with any luck, You'll be seeing us this summer on the lake again. It's been years since. Oh yeah, we've rode jet skis, we've rode pontoon boats, but very few times have I ever actually rode a sailboat. So we're going to give that a go. I have never drove a sailboat. I've been on a couple of sailboats, but I have never drove one. I've never. All I done was sat on it, watched, and here we went. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give my go at sailing. I don't even actually know all the proper names for I don't know. I live in the mountains. I don't live at the sea, so for me this is a whole new territory, and we're going to give this a try with a little. It's a little 16-foot. It's a like a 19. I want to say it's a 67 sailboat. It's a Chrysler, made by Chrysler. There's several of them around. Can't think of the name of it. Maybe it's a Marauder. That sounds maybe right. But so I'm going to give that thing a go and see, learn on it. We may have to switch motors. That may not be enough for me. May not get me far enough. Like I said, I'm just learning, so we may end up buying another motor, a gas motor, and put on it. And just so that we can increase the distance that we're going, because the lake that I'm going to be sailing on is actually, I have to go where I'm going to put it in at. I could go to the other side of the lake to put it in, but it's just so far by the road. You have to drive all the way around the lake, and it's just, it takes another half an hour to get over there, and I can probably go there in 15 minutes on the boat. So we'll see how it all goes. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys an update. This is how to fix a new tiller handle. Alright guys, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.